there is one story that my mom told us, well, at least told me when I was growing up, that I want to share with you all. It does have death in it, but it is quite miraculous. So my mother and my father, before they got together as a couple, my dad was engaged to be married to a woman who died of an aneurysm very young. And my mother was married to her high school sweetheart who died overseas in Germany in a military jeep accident. And while she was undergoing psychiatric treatment to help her cope with the loss of her husband, my dad's brother was doing portraits, and she was a model for him, and he introduced her to my dad. And in these psychiatric appointments, she started talking about my dad instead of focusing on her high school sweetheart who had passed. And it was very tragic because she tried desperately to get pregnant by her high school sweetheart to prevent him from being enlisted. But she had a miscarriage with him. And so anyhow, she then started focusing on my dad, and her and my dad got married, and they had 3 miscarriages. And then finally she was able to conceive my sister, who's 4 years older, and my brother, who's 2 years older. And then in her Christian times, she would tell me that I was the surprise, her surprise, because she didn't think that she could get pregnant again, and she became pregnant with me. I always thought that was just such a interesting story, even though it was full of death. I always thought, how miraculous to do all these things, to just bring 2 people together, to create my brother, my sister, myself, and obviously our siblings that we have in heaven. It's just fascinating how God works, and the things that he does, and the way that he orchestrates things to bring about his will and his purposes and his plans. So that story, even though it was full of death, really helped me trust in God.